Yo Namaha, Harihi Om. Namaste. Welcome to session 71 of the Sundarakandam learning series. We are about to complete Sarga 26. Here, the Atmahatya Nishchayaha is basically Sita's Pranapa. She is basically lamenting her separation from Rama, and by means of this lamentation, she is explaining to Hanuman indirectly exactly who she is and how she is found here. Okay. So now she is in this section of Sarga 26. She is analyzing the reason as to why Rama and Lakshmana have still not managed to find her. Okay. She assumes that the only witness, Rudraraja Jatayu, is no longer alive. Pavam, he did his work, but he is no longer alive. So who could have told them? Even if they got to know, maybe in their quest for me, because of his separation from me, maybe Rama attained Devaloka, and therefore Lakshmana also died following suit. Therefore, maybe both of them are in Devaloka now. Now, she's analyzing more of what could have happened. Athava rakshasendrena अथवा राक्षसेन्द्रेण रावणेन दुरात्मना छद्मना साधितौ शूरौ भ्रातरौ रामलक्ष्मणौ अथवा राक्षसेन्द्रेण रावणेन दुरात्मना अथवा राक्षसेन्द्रेण रावणेन दुरात्मना छद्मना साधितौ शूरौ भ्रातरौ रामलक्ष्मणौ छद्मना साधितौ शूरौ भ्रातरौ रामलक्ष्मणौ टुगेदर अथवा राक्षसेन्द्रेण रावणेन दुरात्मना छद्मना साधितौ शूरौ भ्रातरौ रामलक्ष्मणौ. So छद्मना साधितः. Okay, saditau. Okay, abhavatam is the verb that we have to add. Has happened. What has happened? Athava, or else. Shurau bhratarau Ramalakshmanau. Shurau, the brave ones. See, Shurau is in Dvivachanam, which means two of them, dual case. In Sanskrit obviously, as you've all noticed, has a special feature. In English, we have singular, plural. In Sanskrit, we have singular, dual, plural. Example of dual usage, right? So, Shurau, the brave ones. Bhratarau, the brothers. Who are they? Rama and Lakshmana. So, Bhratarau, Shurau, Rama, Lakshmanau. Duratmana, Rakshasendrena, Ravanena. Duratmana, by the evil-minded one. Rakshasendrena, by the lord of the Rakshasas. Ravanena, by Ravana. Chadmana saditau abhavat. Chadmana, by deceptive means. Okay, Chadma means something like, underhanded tricks. Saditau. Maybe by underhanded tricks they have been done with. In the sense, they have been killed by him through deceptive means. Another Pata Bedha instead of Saditau is Ghatitau. Ghatitau clearly means slain, killed. Saditau, Chadmana Saditau means it has been accomplished. The act of killing them has been accomplished by deceptive means. It must be so, she is thinking. Instead of saying abhavatam, or instead of saying bhavataha, we should say actually bhavet bhavetam. Bhavetam is the verb to be used here. Bhavetam vidiling. Maybe so. It may be so that they have been killed by Ravana through deceptive means. Sahamevam gate kale martumichhami sarvata न च मे विहितो मृत्युः न च मे विहितो मृत्युः अस्मिन् दुःखेऽपि वर्तति अस्मिन् दुःखेऽपि वर्तति. If your patha says vartate, all the more correct. Okay, because vartate is a common usage for that dhatu. साहमीवं गते काले मर्तुमिच्छामि सर्वथा साहमीवं गते काले मर्तुमिच्छामि सर्वथा न च मे विहितो मृत्युः अस्मिन् दुःखेऽपि वर्तति न च मे विहितो मृत्युः अस्मिन् दुःखेऽपि वर्तति. Together. साहमेवं गते काले मर्तुमिच्छामि सर्वथा न च मे विहितो मृत्युरस्मिन् दुःखेऽपि वर्तति न वर्तति. It is not present. What is not present? Evam gate kale, in these horrible circumstances which have come to pass. Okay, sa aham, I, sarvatha, by any means possible, by all means possible, martum ichchami, desire to die. Ichchami means desire, martum means to die. I desire to die with whatever, in whatever possible way, I desire to give up my life. Can life be given up only by desire? No, no. Kala should come, no? That is what she's talking about. Asmin dukkhe api, in this terrible sorrow also, me mrityuhu, my death, vihitaha na vartati, does not seem to be ordained, is not ordained. That is why I am still holding on to my life. If I have to die simply of sorrow, I would have died by now. My death has not been ordained. The time for my death has not yet come. So I am still alive. I might as well be dead, is the dhwani of this particular shloka. Okay, my situation is so bad that I could very well be dead. The very fact that I'm alive shows that it is just fate. Okay. Now, whenever we reach a low point like this, a very low point, all of us agree, nobody likes to hear Jagan Mata talking like this. Correct? When we think like this itself, we feel sad. Correct? And people around us, how sad they feel when we feel depressed. Correct? So whenever a low point is reached, the beauty of Sundarakandam is Valmiki Maharishi takes us to the low point along with Hanuman, along with Sita Mata. He takes us to the low point, and from that point onwards, the only way is up, and he shows us that way. Sundarakandam teaches us a valuable lesson that we must never give up hope, because whatever be the tough situation that we may find ourselves in, there is always a way out. Correct? The next two shlokas, 49 and 50, okay, form a very important duo of shlokas in Sundarakandam. 50, as we have seen before for the Navaratna shlokas, the shloka before or after always has a special relevance. So when we see that particular Navaratna shloka, we see the adjoining shloka also. In this case, shloka number 50 is the Navaratna shloka, Pushparaga, and the adjoining shloka 49 is also relevant. So here in 49 and 50, Sita Mata shows us how she brings herself out of the situation, how she reshapes her attitude. Because the main lesson here in this particular Sarga, how does Sita Mata come out of her sorrow? By changing her attitude. What is the attitude that she's trying? She doesn't fully succeed, by the way. There is another chapter also that comes where she actually tries to do Atmahatya. Here, she makes a beginning. She tries to change her attitude. So how does she change her attitude? Is seen here. धन्याः खलु महात्मानो धन्याः खलु महात्मानो मुनयस्त्यक्त किल्बिषाः मुनयस्त्यक्त किल्बिषाः जितात्मानो महाभागा जितात्मानो महाभागा येषां नस्तः प्रिया प्रिये येषां नस्तः प्रिया प्रिये together sorry धन्याः खलु महात्मानो मुनयस्त्यक्त किल्बिषाः repeat धन्याः खलु महात्मानो munayastyatta kilbishaah jitatmano mahabhaga yesham nastah priya priye jitatmano mahabhaga yesham nastah priya priye. Together. Dhanyah khalu mahatmano munayastyatta kilbishaah jitatmano mahabhaga yesham nastah priya priye. We will see the meaning of the shloka, see the basic meaning of 49, see the basic meaning of 50, and then do the analysis. Verb staha, na staha, are not there. Staha is in bahuvachanam. Many people are not there. Who are not there? What is not there? We'll see. Mahatmanaha, great people. Tyakta kilbishaha. Kilbisha refers to papa, sin. Tyakta kilbisha, those who are free from sin. We say no, anaghaha. Anagha is a name for Ambal also. What does it mean? One without any sin. Tyakta kilbisha, sinless ones. Jitat manaha, the ones who are self-controlled. Mahabhagaha, the fortunate ones. Munayaha, sages. Dhanyaha kalu, are surely fortunate. So all the words are descriptions of the word Muni. Muni means sage. We should not take the word Muni to mean a sage who has renounced the world and gone to the forest to meditate. Munis dwell among us, which is what we will see from Bhagavad Gita. What are all the adjectives for Muni? Mahatma, great soul. Tyakta kilbishaha, free from sins. Chitatma, one who has controlled his self. Mahabhaga, one who is fortunate. Muni, those munis. Munayaha, bahuvachane. Dhanyaha khalu, are fortunate indeed. Yesh, why are they fortunate? Yesham, of them. Priya priye nastaha, of them. There is nothing called priya, nothing called apriya. Okay, for these people who are munis, there is nothing called priya, that which is beloved, apriya, that which is not liked. So they are fortunate, says Sita Mata. Okay, basic meaning understood. Any questions? Because it's an important shloka, I went a little slowly in explaining word by word. If you still don't follow anything, you can ask me. Priyanas, sorry. Who unmuted? Rajaji, please ask.
That means they are not affected by any sins, ma'am, or they are not affected by sukha and dukkha, munis. I didn't get the point, ma'am.
Let's understand the literal meaning first. Munis have 4 adjectives to describe them. One is, they are great. You'll agree. Munis are free from sins. Tyakta kilbisha. They are self-controlled. They are fortunate ones. Okay, mahabhagaha. Dhanyaha khalu. They are fortunate indeed. Why are they fortunate? Because they do not experience like and dislike. When I explain in more detail, you may be able to get more clarity. But understand that Tyakta kilbisha, they are free from sins, is their nature. That is not the reason why they are fortunate. They are fortunate because they don't experience happiness, sorrow. They don't experience likes, dislikes. That way.
Okay.
I'll explain more. If you don't understand, ask me. Ask me, please. Are there any other questions? Okay, we'll move to the next shloka. We'll anyway be discussing both. Priyanna sambhavet dukkham. Priyanna sambhavet. Anandji, you wanted to ask something, is it? Is that why
Yes,
you're
madam. Yes, madam. Yes, madam. Sure. Jitatmane means, madam?
Self-controlled.
Okay. Thank you, madam.
Yeah. Priyanna sambhavet dukkham. Priyanna sambhavet dukkham. अप्रियात् अधिकं भयम् अप्रियात् अधिकं भयम् ताभ्यां हि ये वियुज्यन्ते ताभ्यां हि ये वियुज्यन्ते नमस्तेषां महात्मनाम् नमस्तेषां महात्मनाम् प्रियान्न सम्भवेत् दुःखम् अप्रियात् अधिकं भयम् प्रियान्न सम्भवेत् दुःखम् अप्रियात् अधिकं भयम् ताभ्यां हि ये वियुज्यन्ते नमस्तेषां महात्मनाम् ताभ्यां हि ये वियुज्यन्ते नमस्तेषां महात्मनाम् टुगेदर प्रियान्न सम्भवेत् दुःखम् अप्रियात् अधिकं भयम् ताभ्यां हि ये वियुज्यन्ते नमस्तेषां महात्मनाम् तेषां महात्मनां नमः. Previous shloka started with the adjective mahatmanah for munayah. Dhanyaha kalu mahatmanah. Same for those mahatmas. Mahatmanam. Tesham mahatmanam namaha. Of to those great people, I go. Priyat dukkham. Apriyat adhikam bhayam. Okay. Sambhavet. Priyat dukkham means out of that which is beloved or liked. Dukkham, sorrow. Apriyat, from that which is disliked. Adhikam bhayam, excessive anger, excessive fear. Na sambhavet, not sambhavet, na sambhavet. Priyat na sambhavet, right? Na sambhavet is not possible. Ye tabhyam viyujyante. Ye, those who. Tabhyam, from these two. What are the two? From the previous shloka. Priya, apriya. From priya and apriya, viyujyante, distance themselves. For those who distance themselves from likes and dislikes, okay, there is no sorrow arising from liking of something and no fear arising out of dislike of something. Tesham mahatmanam namaha. To those mahatmas, I bow. Bhuvna Bhagini, you'll be thinking, no, why is it in Sashti Vibhakti? Namaha means it should be in 4th Vibhakti. Sita Mata is saying it. So it is in Sashti Vibhakti. Okay, she is beyond Panini, Adikavya. So that is right. Okay, so Tesham Mahatmanam Namaha. First thing when I did the Anaya was put one question mark and like, what is this? But then I realized Sita Mata is saying it. Okay, so it's a very important, very, very useful shloka. If you understand the meaning, we will understand more as to why. So let us see the meaning. These great people, they are described with the word Mahatma by Sita Mata. What is she saying? These great people who are, therefore, Muni should not be taken to mean somebody who has taken renunciation and gone to the forest. Munis dwell among us. They are the kind of people who are self-controlled. They are the ones who are really free from sin. They are really great souls who dwell among us. Okay, and those great souls who dwell among us, for them, there is nothing called like or dislike. Okay, because out of like arises sorrow, out of dislike arises fear. What is the meaning of that? Why does like give rise to sorrow? Why does dislike give rise to fear? We will see that in a little while. Okay, so Tesham Mahatmanam Namaha, to those Mahatmas who distance themselves from like and dislikes. Okay, for those people, okay, I offer my prostrations. This shloka, dhwani of the shloka or the implication of this shloka is, I am suffering due to great attachment to Raghava. Okay. I am suffering due to being in the presence of an Apriya Ravana. This is giving me fear. Separation from Rama is giving me sorrow. Being in the presence of Ravana is giving me fear. Why am I not like these Mahatmas? If only I am like them, it would be so good. I would like to be like them. This is the dhwani of the shloka. When you look at it from a Sahitya or a Kavya point of view, we are understanding the Sita Mata. We can understand that Sita Mata is saying this. But we obviously know that this is not, Ramayana is not just a Kavya. Ramayana is a holy grantha for the reason that there is a lot of deeper meaning. And why does she say something which seems like a normal human being? She's echoing us. Don't we say sometimes when we are in an unpleasant situation and we don't like it, don't we say, how I wish I had emotional maturity to distance myself from this situation and learn to get over it? Don't we say this to ourselves? Like us, she's also talking. Okay. But by saying this, she is basically giving us a precursor to the next Sarga which is to follow, which is Trijata Swapna. Why and the analysis we will now see. Till now, basic meaning clear to everyone. Why is she saying this? From a point of view of Sahitya also it's clear. Okay. So now let's look at the shloka from the point of view of the inner meaning. This shloka forms the Pushparaga in the Navaratna. Okay, we have seen many Navaratnas before. Namostu Ramaya was the previous one that we saw. That also had the word Namaha. Here also Namaha. That Namaha is Hanuman going to Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, and the others in order to be able to have a darshan of Sita Mata. Now the fifth Navaratna, which is nestled right in the center. If you imagine the Navaratna like a triangle, 4 Navaratnas leading up to the apex and 4 Navaratnas down. Nothing to do with the importance or anything. The fifth Navaratna is standing right at the center because who stands at the center? Who stands at the center and brings us up?
Hanuman?
No. Who stands at the center and brings us up?
Lord Rama.
Lord Rama and Sita.
Hanuman, ma'am.
Jayaji, tell me.
Ma'am, is it Rama himself?
No.
Okay.
Hanuman, ma'am.
Hanuman?
No.
Guru,
Who
ma'am.
stands at the center? Huh?
Guru.
Yes, Guru. The Guru is the one who stands at the center and we all lift our hands up saying, lift me up. And what do? The Guru is the one. What does he do? The Guru is the one who puts his hand down, comes to our level, lifts us up to the level of divinity. That is why center highest position is Guru. So this is Brihaspati Shloka. Now Pushparaga is the stone for Brihaspati. Therefore, Guru. This is the Guru Upadesha Shloka which is couched in Sundarakandam. Okay, very Laukika point of view, astrological point of view, if anybody has any unfavorable Guru in their horoscope, this shloka may be chanted, but that would be a gross waste of the shloka. If you actually understand the meaning and chant it, we get the essence of Guru Upadesha from the shloka, which is probably more important than even overcoming any astrological hurdles. Okay, so what is the Guru Upadesha? Who is the Guru? Who is the one who is now telling this dialogue? Sita Mata. By giving us one helpless statement. What is the statement sounding like? I wish I had that wisdom to distance myself from Priya and Apriya. Those people, great people who do it, I bow to them. This statement sounds like you and me talking. Normal Laukika statement. But that statement is, when coming from the mouth of Sita Mata, acquires the quality of Guru Upadesha, as explained by the commentators. Now we will see why. Before that, we should see what is the qualification of a Guru. Correct? Before you take Upadesha from anybody, before you learn anything from anybody, won't you see if that person is qualified to teach you? Correct? So, what is Sita Mata's qualification? By the way, Sita Mata's qualification, we don't have to analyze. In Hanuman Chalisa, I have told to remember. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Mana Mukuta Sudhari. Shri Guru Charana. Okay, from the feet of the Shri Guru, I take the Raja, dust. Char, and then Nijamana Mukuta. Nijamana Mukura. My mind, my own mind, which is a Mukura, mirror. Okay, what do? I clean it. Normally, we remove dust from the mirror with a cloth, wipe it and make it shine bright. To remove the impurities from our mind, we take the dust of Shri's feet. Who is that? Jagannmata Sakshat Mahalakshmi, Sita Mata's feet. So this is the obeisance in the dhyana. The first Vandana, Guru Vandana in Hanuman Chalisa recognizes Sita Mata to be the Guru for Hanuman and says, by taking this dust from Sita Mata's feet, I clean the mirror of my mind. And then I am able to see Rama and Lakshmana in that mirror. To see Rama and Lakshmana in that mirror, without her kataksha, it is not possible. So there we have seen she is recognized as Guru. But still, when we understand Sita Mata's role in Ramayana, and we see her, especially in Sundarakandam, trapped as a helpless princess in the captivity of an evil king, if you look at it from a literature point of view, she will not look like a heroine to you. She looked like a damsel in distress. Correct. But if you actually see her real nature, okay, there is nothing else but Sakshat Parashakti presented her. How? We'll see. Okay, so for this, we have to actually take a reference from the most reliable and the most revered Grantha of Shakta Upasana, okay, Devi Mahatmyam or Chandi, Durga Saptashati as it is called. 700 verses on Devi. What does it say? There is something called Rahasyatraya at the end of the Durga Saptashati, which points out that there are 3 manifestations of Parashakti, okay, of Amba. How does she manifest? Mahakali, okay, Mahalakshmi, then comes Mahasaraswati. Okay, now Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati symbolize Tamoguna, Rajoguna, and Sattvaguna in that order. Okay, now from this triad, everything with Ambal is in triads only. Those of you who come for Saundari Lahari class, those of you who come for Shamala Dandakam will know. Triputi, okay, is another way of looking at it. Okay, the knower, known, knowledge at a most abstract point of view. From the point of view of manifested form, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, not to be confused with the Puranic Saraswati, Lakshmi Devi, and the Parvati Devi. These are 3 absolute manifestations of the absolute reality, which is Ambal, into these 3 forms only based on Guna. Okay, Sita Mata emerges from, as expected, Mahalakshmi form. Okay, what is Mahalakshmi's Guna? I just told. Who remembers?
Rajaguna.
Rajoguna. What does Rajoguna do?
Activity.
Rajoguna, as Mahalakshmi, she took the form of Mahishasuramardini and killed Mahisha. Okay, she is red in color. Red symbolizing both Rajoguna and compassion. Compassionate towards those who follow Dharma and extremely terrible in anger towards those who destroy Dharma. She destroys them. She is a destroyer. Sita Mata may look frail, beautiful, doe-like, like a princess, but she is actually a destroyer. Okay, she has come to destroy Adharma. On her nimitta only, because Ravana abducted her only, Rama could come and destroy Ravana. Correct? So she is the motive behind the destruction. She is the one who causes the destruction. So based on the 3, I just told her, Mahakali, Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati, there are 9 forms of Durgas. Now Navaratri is also coming. It's a useful thing. You keep hearing every day. What do you hear? Prathamam Shailaputri cha, Dvitiyam Brahmacharini, Tritiyam Chandraghanteti, Kushmandeti Chaturthakam, Panchamam Skandamateti, Shashtham Katyayini cha, Saptamam Kalaratriti, Mahagauriti Chashtamam, Navamam Siddhidatri cha, Navadurgaha Prakirtitaha. These are very famous words from Chandikavacham. Okay, now these 9 Durgas manifest 3 each from the 3. First 3 from Mahakali, next 3 from Mahalakshmi, next 3 from Mahasaraswati. The 7th and the middle one, okay, Kalaratri, manifests from, Kalaratri manifests from Mahalakshmi. And so Sita Mata is a form of Kalaratri. This is told, you know from where? By Hanuman himself in Sundarakandam. He tells to Ravana. He tells Yam Sitetyabhijanasi Yeyam Tishtati Te Vashe. One whom you see as Sita Mata, who is sitting in your control, Kalaratri Titam Vitti. Know her to be Kalaratri. Sarva Lanka Vinashini. She will destroy the entire Lanka. So Sita Mata is a manifestation of Kalaratri. Okay, so the one who is giving Upadesha is a form of Mahalakshmi known as Sita, who is the embodiment of Kalaratri. Kalaratri is a very, very powerful and at the same time very angry form of the goddess. Okay, out of compassion, she took the very kind and benign form of Sita Mata, but the purpose was the same, to destroy Adharma. Okay, so if she wanted to, we have discussed this before also. When Ravana was giving his ultimatum, before that, when he was trying to tempt her, we discussed this. I hope you all remember. If she wanted to, she could have easily destroyed Ravana. Yes or no? What stopped her? Two things. One was Asandeshattu Ramasya. Rama did not know about this. Rama has not given me permission. Tapascha Anupalanat. Because she did not want to do bhanga to her tapasya. For these two reasons, she chose not to destroy Ravana. Okay. Natam Kurmi Dashagriva Bhasma Bhasmarha Tejasa. With my Tejas, I can make you into Bhasma. But I choose not to do so because Rama doesn't know about this. And second is, I want to follow my tapasya. She herself says this earlier. So, and for Kalaratri, again, another easy example to give is from Chandi only. There's an Asura called Dhumraksha. She destroyed the Asura with simply her Humkara. That's all it took to destroy. So easy for her to destroy Dhumraksha, how easy it would have been for her to destroy Ravana. But Kalaratri chose to rein herself in. And despite all the torture, now when you put in context 23 and 24 Sarga and see all the torture that she took from the Rakshasis, how they threatened to cut her, break her up into pieces, eat her for breakfast, in 25 her Vishada, everything you see, please understand, it is all Leela. Jaganmata's Leela for getting the work of destruction done. Okay, so now here, in the context of her own suffering, she gives us Jivatmas Upadesha. What is the Upadesha? We just saw Guru Upadesha. What is this Upadesha talking about? We understand the Upadesha. Before we understand the Upadesha, we will understand who is a Mahatma as she describes, right? Mahatma is very important. Who is this person whom she is referring to? Then we will understand what is Upadesha. For this, we should know. We should see chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita. I told you all to get your Bhagavad Gita books. Please open chapter 7. I think 16th shloka, if I'm not wrong, because I'm very bad with numbers. Remembering shloka numbers especially. Let's look at the 7th chapter. I'll tell you the shloka. Chaturvidha Bhajante Mam. This you've seen in detail in Vishnu Samam also. Take that shloka. I think it is 16. 16 only. We'll chant it together. I'm not going to do chant repeat. Do you want me to do a chant repeat? Or can you all chant it on your own with me? Kalayatina, yes, sir. Repeat Pannama.
Repeat, please. Repeat.
We can chant, ma'am.
No, repeat.
Okay. Those of you who feel you can chant, you're going to enjoy chanting twice. So when I'm chanting the first time, you chant with me. When everybody is repeating, you chant with me. Okay, so two times we'll get the bhagya of chanting Bhagavad Gita. Chaturvidha. One shot. Mute, please be on mute. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. Jana sukritinarjuna. Jana sukritinarjuna. Arto jigyasurartharthi. Arto jigyasurartharthi. Jnani cha bharatarshabha. Jnani cha bharatarshabha. Together. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. Jana sukritinarjuna. Arto jigyasurartharthi. Jnani cha bharatarshabha. O Bharatarshabha, O Lord of the Bharatas. Chaturvidhaha mam bhajante. 4 kinds of people worship me. Who are they? Janaha, Sukritinaha, those who do good things, virtuous people. O Arjuna, who are they? Artaha, the ones who are in some kind of distress. They are not well, they need money, they need some kind of thing which is bothering them to be removed. So those who are in distress. Jigyasuhu, the ones who seek knowledge. Artharthi, those who seek wealth, material benefits. Jnani, and the wise man. All four of them, wise one, all four of them worship me, O Arjuna. A lot of commentary as to who was a wise person, okay, who was an, Jigyasu. A lot of discussion is there, but we will not get into too much discussion of the topic. Just understand there are four kinds of people. Those who desire material comforts, those who desire removal of their sorrow and distress, those who want knowledge, and those who already know, jnanis. Okay, next sloka. Tesham jnani nityayukta, tesham jnani nityayukta, eka bhaktir vishishyate, eka bhaktir vishishyate, priyo hi jnanino, priyo hi jnaninotyartham, priyo hi jnaninotyartham, aham sacha mama priyah, aham sacha mama priyah. Together. Tesham jnani nityayukta, eka bhaktir vishishyate, priyo hi jnaninotyartham, aham sacha mama priyah. Okay, so of these four, everyone worships me for a reason. The one who is in sorrow worships me for removal of sorrow. One who needs material comforts worship me because they want something from me. The ones who want knowledge also worship me because they want knowledge. But the only one who worships me without any other ulterior motive is the jnani. So he worships me because I am dear to him. Not only am I dear to him, he is also dear to me, O Arjuna, says Lord Krishna. Okay. Then, Udara sarva evaite, Udara sarva evaite, Jnani tvatmaiva me matam, Jnani tvatmaiva me matam, Asthita sahi yuktatma, Asthita sahi yuktatma, Mamevanuttamam gatim, Mamevan uttamam gatim. Together. Udara sarva evaite, Jnani tvatmaiva me matam, Asthita sahi yuktatma, Mamevanuttamam gatim. Just because they all worship me doesn't mean that, just because they worship me for selfish reasons doesn't mean I don't value them. I still value them. I still love them. This is Bhagavan speaking as a mother. Okay, whether you want something from your mother and you call out to her, or whether you call out to her simply because you want to hear her voice or see her or be in her presence, your mother will respond to you equally. Yes or no? Same way, Bhagavan will respond to the devotee equally, whether he is being worshipped for a specific motive or whether there is absolutely causeless worship. Whatever be the reason, Bhagavan will respond equally. So even those who worship me with certain goals and intent in mind, even they are important to me. However, the one whose mind is always fixed in me, okay, Sahi Yuktatma, he calls him Yuktatma, one whose mind is steadfast, established in me. Asthitaha, okay, Mam eva anuttamam gatim asmi. I am Mam eva anuttamam gatim asti. I am only his supreme goal, and he fixes his mind on me like that. Okay, so this is what I know about such a person, and this is why I love him more. And then what does he say? Bahunam janmanamante, Bahunam janmanamante, Jnanavan mam prapadyate, Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Samahatma Sudurlabhaha. Samahatma Sudurlabhaha. Bahunam Janmanamante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. Samahatma Sudurlabhaha. Bahunam Janmanamante. After many births only. Jnanavan, a very truly knowledgeable person, a true Jnani. Mam Prapadyate. Reaches my feet. Vasudevaha Sarvamiti. For him, Vasudeva is everything. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabaha. Such a person is very difficult to find. He is a Mahatma. So Krishna defines therefore Mahatma with these definitions. What are they? One whose mind is always fixed on Bhagavan. One who is steadfast in his mind. Now you know why she is saying Priya Priya Apriya Nasti. Because if your mind is steadfast, where will it go towards objects of liking and objects of dislike? Where is the mind? Focused on Bhagavan. Correct? Supreme goal is Bhagavan for such a person. Therefore, Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. It's not easy to find such a person. Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. Singular mein he says. Who says? Krishna says. But what does Sita says? Sita says, Mahatmanaha Munayaha. Ever compassionate Jaganmata, she shows. For Krishna, meeting his exacting standards is difficult. But for Sita Mata, even Kakasura's prostration is equal to going at the feet of Rama. So she says, many such people are there. They are really great. They are Mahatma, she says. So she will make even somebody who is not a Mahatma into a Mahatma. Okay, that is her characteristic. So Mahatmanaha Munayaha, she says here. Some Mahatma Sudurlabha, very difficult to attain. Not easy. Don't aspire for that directly, Arjuna, he says. Okay, almost that is what is the meaning. So we saw 4 shlokas to understand who is Mahatma first. Okay, I hope now the definition of Mahatma is clear. Now let's go to the Upadesha that she is giving. Okay. Literally, she is being Gita Charya here. So what is she saying? She is saying, Priya Dukkham. Why does desire or attachment give rise to dukkha? Who can tell me quickly? I'm sure we all have thoughts on this. Why does liking give rise to sorrow? Is a question. Why does attachment or liking, more than attachment, the word is liking, likes and dislikes. So why does like give rise to sorrow? Joshika, tell me, Kana.
Ma'am, if you like something more and then you're expected to lose it soon, you're gonna have this sorrow that you're losing that person or that object. You would feel that detachment and then that would lead to sorrow.
You don't have detachment, you have mamatvam, the sense of attachment, mine. When you have that feeling of mamatvam, what will happen? You will have sorrow. Why? When you want something and you don't get it, you will be sad. Second is like you said. When you lose something that you like, you will feel sad. So, either way, if you get something that you like, why will you feel sad? Tell me. And you manage to keep it, then why will you feel sad? Or why will you not feel happy? And why will that sadness come?
You'll always be having a constant worry that you're gonna lose that person or object.
Very good. You are going to have a constant worry. And second thing is, some objects are very easily replaced. Okay. Today you are working for a Mercedes Benz. 3 years you save up for it. Priyam labhate. There is a little bit of fear that you lose it. But over a period of time, after you get that Mercedes Benz and it becomes a 2-year-old, 3-year-old car, your desire in that car only will go down. And then you will want, instead of that Mercedes, you may want a Lamborghini. You may want a BMW. You may want a Porsche, some other kind of car. So what do? Your sukha from that object is replaced by dukkha because you don't have the next desired object. That is human nature. Yes. And like you said, when we really like something or person or thing, then constant fear of separation from that person makes us feel sad. That is also apriya dukkham. Here, apriya refers to viyoga or separation from the beloved is apriya. Separation or viyoga from priya equal to apriya. That apriya will lead, that apriya threat is there, no? That will lead to bhaya. Okay. So, because we keep looking outward constantly at other people, things, objects, and fixing our attachment to them and experiencing raga and dvesha. we experience constant feelings of dukkha and bhaya. There is no human being who can say that he is free from dukkha or bhaya. In some form or the other, one or the other is always present in us. Whereas for the Mahatmas, we just saw their qualifications. We had to see their qualifications before understanding this shloka. For these Mahatmas who are jnanis, what is their behavior, you know? They are completely fixed on the self. Look at 2.56 Bhagavad Gita. Stha Pragya Lakshana. 2.56. Dukheshvanudvignamanaha. Dukheshvanudvignamanaha. Sukheshu vigataspruhaha. Sukheshu vigataspruhaha. Vitaragabhayakrodhaha. Vitaragabhayakrodhaha. Sthitadhir Sthitadhir Muniruchyate. Now you have the definition of Muni. Muni is not somebody who goes to the forest, I kept telling, no. By Dukheshvanut Vignama. Dukheshu Anudvignamanaha. Dukheshu means what? In sad situations. Whatever sorrowful situations we experience, they are Anudvignamanaha. They do not get agitated. Okay. Sukheshu. In happy circumstances, vigata spruhaha. They vigata, free from spruha, desire. Just because they have a happy situation on hand, they do not keep hankering after more and more things. Truly, that is being content, you know. Yes or no? See, as it is, many of us are really blessed. We have everything that we want. No shortage of material comforts, correct? And to some extent, we even have some amount of time at our disposal to do what we want. At least this 1.5 hours of Bhagavad Gita, we are able to, 1.5 hours of Sundarakandam, we are able to apportion in a busy week, correct? How are we able to do it? Because we are blessed. We have so many things on hand with us. But still, a Muni is one when he has things that come in his favor, that work in his favor. He doesn't get overly excited and start hankering after more and more and more things. He stays calm and he stays happy. Okay. So he is what? Vita Raga Bhaya Krodha. He is Vita means without, Raga means desire, Bhaya means fear, Krodha means anger. He is free from desire, anger, and fear. He is truly a Sthitadhihi. His dhi or intellect is fixed. Fixed on whom? Bhagavan. Unshaken, steady wisdom he has. Such a person is known as a Muni. So that is what she is talking about. Somebody who does not get agitated. Okay, who does not respond. Okay, that itself will tell you Rama and Sita, Lord Rama and Sita Mata are play acting. Munis are people who are capable of doing this. Does Bhagavan have Raga, Dvesha? Does Bhagavan have Krodha, Bhaya? No. So it is all a Leela, because Leela is the avatara characteristic. Whenever Bhagavan takes a Leela, takes an avatara, Leela avatara, the characteristic of the avatara itself is he will take on certain gunas and behave like, you know, somebody, some character that he's playing. Narasimha, he will show that anger. At the same time, compassion to Prahlada. Correct? So whatever be the role that he takes on, he will play that role to perfection. And that itself tells us. So Muni is somebody whose mind is unshaken and steady. And then we have 2.14 and 2.3. 3 something, 2.36 maybe, let me just see, 2.14, let's see. It's a very, very popular shloka from Bhagavad Gita, which tells us how we must behave. It's a advice given by Krishna to Arjuna. Matra sparshastu kaunteya, matra sparshastu kaunteya, shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha, shitoshna sukha dukkhadaha, agamapayino nityaha, agamapayino नित्यास्तां तितिक्षस्व भारत. Tam titikshasva bharata. Together. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada agama payino nityastam titikshasva bharata. How must we be? Now we are not munis. No doubt about it. Correct? What are we? Ordinary people. What are we in the grip of? Likes and dislikes. Therefore, likes and dislikes leads to, okay, I forgot to explain this one important point. When you say like and dislike, concomitant to it is a whole set of dualities known as dvandvas. What are they? Heat, cold, pleasure, sorrow. Okay. Comfort, discomfort. Okay. All these things here Bhagavan gives us advice as to how we can try to be like the munis. That is why both shlokas are seen together in context of 50. I'll explain why. So, Matra Sparshaha to Kaunteya. O son of Kunti. Shita Ushna Sukha Dukkhadaha Matra Sparshaha. Shita Ushna. Cold, heat. Sukha Dukkha. Happiness, sorrow. Givers of cold, heat, happiness, sorrow. Okay, pleasure, pain. Are Matra Sparshaha. What is the meaning of Matra? Matra, short form for Tanmatra. Okay, there is a Vidyamritam video on what are the Pancha Tanmatras. Please watch it, then you'll understand. If someone can send, Shamlaji, can you send a link of Pancha Tanmatra video on the group? Thank you. So, Pancha Tanmatras refer to the 5 sensory perceptions. Because of the 5 sensory perceptions, we experience this dvandvas, which leads to happiness, sorrow, pleasure, pain, etc. How do we handle it? One, we know. Why do we experience these? Because of contact of the indriyas with the outside world. Know them to be agama payinaha. They are here today, gone tomorrow. They come and go. Okay, nothing is permanent. Feeling of pleasure, short-lived. Feeling of pain, short-lived. Example, you have a bad tooth pain. Okay, you're suffering from tooth pain for a week. You go to the dentist, he'll do a magic thing called root canal, pain will disappear. Correct? And then you'll say, did I only cry out of pain? You'll think like that. The pain also will go. Same way. We are sad because of separation from a loved one. Even that pain will dull over time. There is nothing that is not in the hands of time. So, everything comes and goes. Pleasure, pain, happiness, sorrow comes and goes. Tam titikshasva bharata. Put up with them, O Arjuna, he says. Okay, so the Upadesha here in this particular shloka is to say that if you keep hankering after sensory objects, you will experience pleasure, pain, happiness, sorrow. If you fix your mind on me, you will not experience this dvandvas. If at all you're experiencing it, know it to be temporary and bad. Okay, so this is the advice. Now, why did we see these two particular shlokas together? Because the commentators believe that this particular shloka, Priyanna Sambhavet Dukkham, Apriyat Adhikam Bhayam. This particular line of the 50th shloka comprises Gita-upadesha in a sara, in an essence given by Sita Mata. So she becomes Gita-charya. The essence of the equanimity, which is one of the lessons from Bhagavad Gita. There are many lessons from Bhagavad Gita. One of the most important ones is equanimity. The essence of equanimity, that upadesha is given here in this particular line. Okay, so the benefit of chanting these particular verses from Bhagavad Gita also accrues to someone who chants this particular verse. Okay. I hope the meaning is clear. If you have any doubts now, ask. I can clarify and then move on to the last shloka of this particular chapter, I think. Last couple of shlokas. Shamlaji, please ask.
இது வந்து புஷ்பராகாவா இது fifth one இல்லையா?
Fifth one, Pushparaga, correct.
And Lord Brihaspati.
Guru. Remember, Guru is also the largest planet. This therefore contains the most difficult lesson. Gita-upadesha's lessons of equanimity is contained in this particular shloka. These 5 shlokas that we have learned as an Navratna shlokas, we will just chant them once. I know many of you may not have the text with you, so I'll chant it, you just repeat after me. Line by line, I'll chant it, repeat. Tato Ravananitayaha सीतायाः शत्रुकर्षणाः ततो रावणनीतायाः सीतायाः शत्रुकर्षणाः इयेष पदमन्वेष्टुम् चारणाचरिते पथि यस्य त्वेतानि चत्वारि वानरेन्द्र यथा तव स्मृतिर्मतिर्धृतिर्दाक्ष्यम् सकर्मसु न सीदति अनिर्वेदः श्रियो मूलम् अनिर्वेदः परं सुखम् अनिर्वेदो हि सततम् सर्वार्थेषु प्रवर्तकः नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः प्रियान्न संभवेत् दुःखम् अप्रियात् अधिकं भयम् ताभ्यां हि ये वियुज्यन्ते नमस्तेषां महात्मनाम्. Interestingly, see the distribution of the authors of this Navaratnas. 5, it's the ascending curve. Starting from Valmiki. Tato Ravana Nitayaha, very first shloka of Sundarakandam, Valmiki Kritam. Yasya Tvetani Chatvari Vanarendra Yathatava Smritir Dhritir Matiridakshim Sakarma Sulasidati. All the celestials are blessing Hanuman and saying, you have these 4 qualities and these will make you successful. Okay. Then we have the next 2 gems from Hanuman's mouth. Anirveda Shriyo Moolam. Among all the 9, Anirveda Shriyo Moolam personally is my favorite. Why? It tells you never despair. Don't lose hope ever. Always fight. Do not ever lose hope, because there is nothing like a lost situation. Okay, and nobody is a lost cause. Nothing is a lost situation. Just understand that the root of prosperity lies in not despairing. So Anirveda Shriyomla. And then Namostu Ramaya, where he finally recognizes that he did not prostrate to Rama, prostrated to Rama and immediately found Sita Mata. Hanuman's turning point, this particular shloka. Priyanna Sambhave Dukkam, Sita Mata's very important one of the Navaratnams, which talks about the Gita Upadesha Sara with respect to equanimity. Okay, Samabhava or equanimity.
What are the in-between shlokas? One is the first shloka, then this one. In between, what are the other 3?
We just chanted, these 5. I'll try to do one. I'll send a picture of it in the group.
Which are the shloka numbers? Even it's enough for me.
Shloka numbers, I don't know. Bhagavad Gita only.
Okay,
Shloka numbers, I don't remember. Sundarakandam, very difficult for me to remember. Shamlaji.
Okay.
So the first one is Sarga 1, Shloka 1.
Yeah.
Second one is Sarga 1, Shloka number 189.
180.
Oh, okay, 189. Okay.
The
Yeah.
third one is Sarga 12, Shloka 10.
Sarga?
Sarga 12,
Ah,
Shloka 10.
okay.
The fourth one is Sarga 13,
Yeah.
Shloka 59.
Okay, very clever you are. Very clever.
Thank you.
She's very systematic. Her notes are amazing.
Because I joined in between, no, so I'm not so well versed.
Okay, so we've seen the purport of the shloka in fair bit of detail. I hope it's clear. And now we will move on to the next shloka.
Saham.
Please be on mute. साहं त्यक्ता प्रियार्हेण साहं त्यक्ता प्रियार्हेण रामेण विदितात्मना रामेण विदितात्मना प्राणान् त्यक्ष्यामि पापस्य प्राणान् त्यक्ष्यामि पापस्य रावणस्य गतावशम् रावणस्य गतावशम् साहं त्यक्ता प्रियार्हेण रामेण विदितात्मना साहं त्यक्ता प्रियार्हेण रामेण विदितात्मना प्राणान् त्यक्ष्यामि पापस्य रावणस्य गतावशम् प्राणान् त्यक्ष्यामि पापस्य रावणस्य गतावशम् टुगेदर साहं त्यक्ता प्रियार्हेण रामेण विदितात्मना प्राणान् त्यक्ष्यामि पापस्य रावणस्य गतावशम् प्राणान् त्यक्ष्यामि. I will give up my life. After doing all this, after making all these subtle statements, the only reason she is saying I will give up my life is for Hanuman to take note. Please don't think that she's going to give up her life. She knows what she is doing. Okay, Pranan Tikshyami. I will give up my life. Priyarhena Ramena. Priyarhena. One who deserves only Priya to happen to him. Who is that? Rama. See, after all this talk of detachment, she wants the best for her Lord. What does he desire? Always to have that which is dear to him. Priyarhena Ramena. Who is he? Viditatmana. He is a knower of the self. Okay. Tyakta papasya ravanasya vasham. Tyakta, separated from the Rama, papasya ravanasya vasham gata. Okay. Papasya ravanasya, of the sinner Ravana. Vasham, clutches. Gata, one who has gone. Sa aham, me. I who have gone into the clutches of Ravana, pranam tyakshyami. I will give up my life. Okay, because I am separated from my beloved, who deserves only his beloved and all the good things to happen to him. Let me at least give up my life. Okay. So this is how she says. But Anantarama Dikshitar very nicely says, because she recognizes the importance of Samabhava and she offers her prostration to Jnanis who practice Samabhava, very soon, because of Guru Anugraha, good things happen to her. Namely, Trijata Swarna. That is the next Sarga of Ramayana, of Sundarakandam. Okay, so Guru Anugraha always bears fruit, even when we ill deserve it. So, here of course it is Sita Mata. So, Guru Anugraha bears excellent fruit. Okay, so with this we finish this particular Sarga. Let me see if the next slide is also made for this. इति श्रीमद् रामायणे सुन्दरकाण्डे षड्विंशः सर्गाः